Hello! Today we're going to take a look not just at the WACO biplane, but we're going to take a look at some new scenery from Orbx called Shady Cove. So this is a grass airstrip in southern Oregon, surrounded by houses. So we're going to do a quick fly around using the drone camera of some of the houses. So everything's been modelled really nicely. You can see it stretches on for quite some distance into the woods actually. So if we go for a fly overhead, lots of these properties have aircraft. It really is something else. Some of them got water fountains in their gardens. It must be quite a wealthy community, I would imagine. Okay, so at the far end you've got the more aircraft. Various construction vehicles around the place. Some gardens. It's a very cool place, isn't it? More construction going on here. And as we come down towards the end of the airstrip, it's interesting actually, like there's what looks to be a pub garden of some description. So whether this is a bar here, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's a school, don't know. Okay, so let's go over and find our aeroplane again. So we were the next house along, I believe. There we go. So we'll put the drone camera to one side and we'll jump inside the WACO and see if we can remember how to start it up. So let's turn on the head tracking. So I've already engaged the fuel there, so we can turn the batteries on, the alternator on, go and put the beacon lights on and the nav lights, and open the throttle a little bit and turn the engine over and see what happens. Whoops. Okay, that started right at a fuel pump. That's interesting. So taxi light can come on. Put the pitot heat. Actually, we don't need pitot until we get onto the grass ready to go. So release the parking brake. Okay. So we need to stay to the left side of the track to avoid clipping the fence with our wing. Try to look down the road and see there's nothing coming. And cross over towards the field. Just missed the fence posts. We just fit. Barely. Okay, so pitot heat on, strobes on, landing light can come on, and we haven't put the avionics on yet. Oh yes we have, we just haven't turned on the transponder. Okay, so it's in alt mode, that's good. So we should be good to go. Off the brakes. guide it back towards the dirt strip. Okay, and we're up. It's a lovely part of the world, isn't it? Although it looks quite forbidding out there today with the weather. So we're just going to do a couple of circuits and explore the area. So there's a big wide river down here. Excuse me. Okay, let's bring it in for an approach, shall we? Do a touch and go. Bring it into this gap in the trees and then turn slightly right. Okay, so we're going to need to come in a little bit more slowly than that. So we'll turn back round, fly back over the houses, and then come back in. Oh, a great little place though. Obviously there's lots of other small airfields nearby that we could go and fly towards. Should we follow the river? There's the airstrip over there. All you need to do is gain a little bit of altitude, and then you can make out the features. think about 100 miles an hour, so it's just under 100 knots. So let's go and side slip this in to get some speed off this time. Obviously, being a biplane, it hasn't got flaps, so we have to use the old-fashioned techniques to manage speed. There we go. So rather than taxi all the way back, should we go and park over with these other planes over here for the moment? Just for a bit of fun. What a great place to go flying though. It's available from Orbx, it's called Shady Cove. I'm going to put my aeroplane on the tracks right here. Okay. So there we go. Should we go back to the drone camera? And if I press 5 and then take off with it, is it going to work? Yes, it is, after a bit of thinking about it. So this was Shady Cove from Orbx. It's a great little place to go flying. Obviously it's quite challenging, so you've got a very narrow strip to take off and land from of prepared ground, but there's lots of grass as well. There's nothing to stop you landing on the grass instead. But I really like it. I think it's really good. Obviously there's all sorts of small flights you could do from here out to the neighbouring airfields. But yeah, just trying to straighten the view up there. So if you like this sort of airstrip, you'll probably like Shady Cove. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon.